Feminist, a person who believes in the social, political, and economic equality of the sexes. Black feminism is the idea of African American women and any other colored women speaking and arguing against class oppression, gender identity, and racism. In 1973, in New York City, Margaret Sloan started a powerful organization known as the National Black Feminist Organization. It was officially announced on August 15, 1973. The purpose was to stand up against racism, sexism, and classism within their young Black African American community. Some goals of the organization included portraying a more positive image of Black women in the media and getting everyone to accept their cultural heritage. The members of the organization wrote a statement of purpose addressing the specific issues they were fighting to resolve. When the chair of organization, Margaret Sloan, invited Black women to join, she received over 400 inquiries from those interested. By 1974, there were over 2,000 members. Although the organization lasted from 1973 to 1976, they still had some great accomplishments. For example, peaceful protests in establishing the 10 chapters, which spread to other countries besides the United States, making the organization more successful. Also, this organization gave women a chance to gain confidence and speak up about topics such as sexism, racism, gender equality, homophobia, and much more. They counter negative images such as welfare rights, rape, equal access to abortion, and minimum wage for domestic workers. It has also had a significant impact on breaking the stereotype of women not being capable to do things that men can. Although the organization was very successful, they did run into some problems. There were a lot of people with widely different perspectives and opinions on what feminist politics should entail. Another reason the organization disbanded is because some members didn't feel completely accepted by white women who dominated the feminist movement. The organization disbanded in 1976, but some individual chapters continued operation until 1980. After the organization broke up, an activist named Brenda Etchelberger continued her activism within Chicago by making the National Alliance of Black Feminists in 1973. The National Alliance of Black Feminists opened national offices at 202 South State Street in the month of May in the great city of Chicago, Illinois. A few of their accomplishments included the compilation of a Bill of Rights for Black women and the formation of the only women's credit union in the state of Illinois. They also conducted workshops, filed newspapers and magazines, and made feminist serials. The history of Black feminism in Chicago and the U.S. has evolved over the years, from marches and organizations and protests. In fact, Black women and other women of color have been historically failed and excluded from communities which they identify, whether based on race, ethnicity, or gender, according to HomesteadInstitution.org. Data also shows that African American women experience significantly more domestic violence than white females in the 20 to 24 age group. The amazing effect that the National Black Feminist Organization has had on the world of feminism has impacted not only African American women, but all women to be empowered and proud to be in their own skin, no matter their background, heritage, or race.